stealthy.
Fine goods at fair prices.
What kind of trouble do you think we can get up to here? What is it? There's something you need to know about why I'm in Immerse landing. When we first met, I said I needed a partner to steal the Juvescent's skull. I never explained why. Not really. I used to think my father was a merchant. When he vanished this year, I left my academy to find him. It seems I knew very little of my father's profession. His time away was spent in Immerse landing, working with the Thieves Guild. In his travels, my father brought notices to every outlaw's refuge in Tamriel. Bounties for old relics wanted by the Thieves Guild. I really asked them for his whereabouts. My plan was to steal the Juvescent's skull, then trade it for information. They must have seen it. The last relic sought by the Thieves Guild would make a tempting target. The iron wheels simply had to wait. I didn't think anyone would get hurt, and I didn't mean to put you in their sights. Walk Softly remembers the Thieves Guild sold many relics to Lady Sulima of Immerse landing. My father must have been the one to broker the sales. I want to break into her mansion and pick up on his trail. What do you say, partner? Meet me by Lady Sulima's mansion when you're ready. I'm not religious, but I said a prayer to Oriel this morning. If we find nothing, I have no idea what to do next. This is the only trail leading anywhere near my father. The last time I asked around, the Iron Wheel set a trap for us in Folstrom Homestead. This time, I listened. Lady Sulima rarely leaves her estate, and has a connection to one of the merchant lords. Must be why the city guards patrol her estate. That's all I know.
What do you want?
have no idea what we're going to find inside. After Fulstrom Homestead, I keep thinking the iron wheel is around every corner. There I go, jumping at shadows. Are you ready? All right. Give me a moment to unbar the gate. All right, it's open. Come on in. This is my favorite part.
I love snooping around places I don't belong.
That was a disgusting display.
time. Not much longer now.
My father gave me that book when I was a child. At his last visit, he took it to have it rebound. Why is it in this woman's home?
Busy, busy, busy.
I gave that to my father after a holiday in Skywatch. He kept it with him for luck. What is it doing here? I found something too. A necklace with an old key. My father wore this wherever he went. And if there's a key, there must be a lock. Over here!
A chance to sneak around?
Why do you have my
spoiling
father's
me.
things?
Tawaka's breath! Seraldo's daughter stands before me. Why are you in Abba's Landing instead of your academy?
I'm looking for my father. Why do you know who I am?
My dear child, he's gone. When the Iron Wheel came for him, he fled to the rooftops. They gave chase and he fell. I'm so sorry.
You're lying!
No, child. I grieve for him every day. He was the only person I ever loved.
My father dead? Before that, together with Lady Sulima? Please, see what she has to say. I need a moment to think.
You are a friend to Seraldo's daughter? This must be much for her to take in. Please, ask what you will. Quen. What a lovely name. It's the first time my ears have heard it. Seraldo kept all but the simplest details of his daughter from everyone. Would that he have done the same with me. After Seraldo's death, the Iron Wheel learned of our connection and sent a letter requesting an interview. What fortune I possessed now goes to the mercenaries guarding my home. Should I leave the manor, the Iron Wheel will certainly detain me. Those who remain seek coin where they can find it. That made me wonder. Seraldo did his private work in this room, and recently I had it searched. I found a ledger, but I can't make sense of the symbols. Perhaps it is best in Quen's hands. I am most thankful. I only trust my guards as long as I can pay them, so you would do best to leave discreetly. There's a hidden exit to the street, and Quen is welcome to visit should she ever desire it.
I'll be outside.
Cities can be just as fecal as people, but just as beautiful too.
What's wrong with me? I'm a high elf. I'm not supposed to cry. It must be important if the Iron Wheel wants it. Father did love his puzzles. I should see if it means anything. Thank you for this. It's not the answer I wanted, but I'm glad you were by my side.
I need a break.
Well,
Ah, these are my kind of people.
Good, you're here! The old book we found at Sulima Mansion was the key to my father's cipher. His ledger revealed directions to his greatest treasure. It won't bring him back, but if we find it, Abar's Landing will no longer have a hold on me. I don't know. I don't think so. I've enjoyed my time with the Thieves Guild, even Velsa. And Lady Sulima is a stepmother I never knew. I wouldn't have figured out the cipher without her help. We deciphered the ledger together. I'd call out a number, she'd find the letter in the book. It was fun. She's so lonely, cooped up in her mansion. She only has mercenaries to keep her company. I know exactly where it is. Here, I'll mark your map. We've been in this together since all this madness began. I can't imagine recovering my inheritance without you at my side. Meet you there when you're ready, partner.
Bet they're going to miss that.
Keeping myself busy here.
Well, look at you. Luck follows you, I swear. I hope I helped. Make sure there aren't any traps.
Let's go find some treasure.
Good eye. I didn't even see that runestone at first.
Wait, did you hear that? recognize them from Sulima Mansion. Why are they digging? Those were Lady Sulima's mercenaries. What were they doing here?
Quen, you weren't supposed to be here.
Lady Sulima? Wait! Get back here!
Please, I never meant to harm anyone. The mercenaries who protect my home, they overheard Quen and I speak of treasure. I promised them a share, and the rest I planned to give to Quen. You must believe me. It was the only way to provide their salary. The Iron Wheel never set foot in my home, yet everything of value has gone to keeping them at bay. None of my fortune remains. It is no excuse. I told myself, Seraldo would want you to have a small portion of his treasure. But he already gave me years of his life that he could not provide to Quen. I was foolish. Please, forgive me.
Living with fear, you lie, you steal, you worry if the ones you love can accept what you've become. Of course I forgive you, Lady Sulima.
Oh, my dear child. I don't deserve your forgiveness.
Hush now. I'll bring you to a place where you'll be safe. It's where I live, and where you will too.
I did not expect such mercy.
My father died to protect Lady Sulima from the Iron Wheel. If it was his last wish, I should honor it. I'll give her my bunk. Honestly, I prefer hammocks. Lady Sulima won't have the luxuries of her manor, but she'll be safe in the den, as my father would have wanted. I'm glad you're a part of this. The choice wasn't easy, but it feels like we made the right one. I don't know. Perhaps I'll open the strongbox at my rooftop retreat. Somewhere comfortable and beautiful. You're welcome to stop by and see for yourself.
Street urchin golden rule. Never pass up
This is taking forever.
My time is precious.
I've never noticed how beautiful Abba's Landing actually is. Sitting here watching the city, it reminds me how lucky I am. As do you.
I used to dream of this place when I was a young cutpurse. I thought if I can make enough of myself, one day I can go there, hold my head high, order a drink like a normal person. It tastes the same as what we have in the den. Yes, he's the reason I needed a strong drink. According to Magnifica Flora, the Iron Wheel's prison ship encountered a storm and nearly capsized. The waves swept a dozen people over the side, Nicholas among them. Body lost to the storm, they said. Neither does Magnifica Flora. Here's a copy of his wanted poster. It's plastered all over Tanith. I want you to find out what really happened. If he's dead, we throw a party in the den. But if he's alive, you track him down and... do as you see fit. I'll back whatever decision you make. Someone called the Desert Falcon is looking for Nicholas as well. That's how this came to my attention. I want you to see what this Falcon knows. Last I heard, the Desert Falcon was in Greenshade, some tavern in Marbrook. See what you can learn. If any trails lead to Nicholas, follow them. I'll answer what I can. Someone who doesn't realize Desert Falcon is incredibly pompous. Nicholas made enemies over the years. Maybe it's one of them. But why look for him now and not after the dowry heist? Whoever it is, my hope is they're willing to work with you. I don't know how to answer that. We were friends for so many years. He meant so much to the guild, to me. And then he betrayed us. He left us to the mercy of the Iron Wheel. Drowning at sea is too good for him.
The Thieves Guild doesn't murder. And yet, Nicholas was the cause of so much suffering. I shouldn't ask you to do that. In fact, I can't. But if you find him alive and leave him dead, I'll consider him the exception.
I love cities. They have a kind of rhythm to them, and it's just a matter of learning the steps.
My friend, how good it is to see you. I heard those...
You are the last person I expected to see. Did you come to gloat? To tell me my search for Nicholas will end in failure? And how did you learn I was the Desert Falcon? I'm no longer Chief Inspector of anything. After your guild escaped Noshira Citadel, I had no choice but to resign from the Iron Wheel. The journal was a nice touch. I'd hoped it would seal the fate of Nicholas at his trial. But a storm did that. Allegedly. You don't get that from me. You couldn't follow simple instructions to put down a sparkling trinket. How can I possibly trust you? We thought Abba's landing was full of bandits. The merchant lords pointed us in your guild's direction. When I realized they used us to settle old debts, I withdrew the Iron Wheel to Noshira Citadel. You think me heartless? That I don't regret our methods? Ugh, all right, you win again. Here, this key opens my strongbox. You're welcome to the contents. No, but I suspect he's in Grotwood. There's a snitch, goes by the name Bellalor Chatterbeak. Slippery fellow, local. He might know where Nicholas was heading. It's all in my notes. I'm not helping you. I'm ending my involvement. I'm done with his case. There's neither profit nor honor in its resolution.
Don't start any trouble.
Places like this make me feel safer than anywhere else. Is that strange?
If they wanted to keep those... Some people could be... Don't think I've seen you around. Or I could have. I was quite drunk yesterday. Hello again, for the first time. Are you working for that ram's beak, Falcon Wings fellow? Heard he wanted the same thing. Also heard he was a guard. He sent you then? Fine. Tell him my price. Pay my tab at every tavern in the city. Keep your fists down. Bellalaw knows the score. Don't blame me for making a living. The Imperial wasn't a local, just passing through. I'll tell you what I know. First thing, he didn't go by Nicholas. Can't recall his name. Something equally forgettable. But I do remember his high elf companion. A widow she was. My darling Volu, he called her. They were returning to her home. A pleasant little manor outside of Haven, I believe. In Grotwood. I can't remember anything else. The drink, you see. But they were to be married as soon as they returned. Oh, she'd fallen for him. I could see that. He was some sort of painter? A canvas kind, not tavern placards. He brought some kind of joy to her life. Would have been lovely, but I passed out on the table. Fine goods at fair prices.
Ifray, the singer, the storyteller, who resides in the now.
I don't often receive visitors in my garden, especially the uninvited ones. Vantis? Whatever for? And who are you exactly? He struggles enough finding his muse. Distracting him with financial matters will disturb his concentration. I must ask you to leave. I will inform Vantis you stopped by. You brought the right Khajiit for
My
the job.
darling Volu! Is that you in the kitchen? My muse has left me. Perhaps kisses would restore it.
I got my nickname because my eyes reminded people of the warm embers of a fire. I think fires are much prettier.
You are not who I expected to see. I knew my time here wouldn't last. I hoped it would take longer, though. Zeira wanted to make sure I was truly dead, yes? I taught her too well. What business? The man you knew as Nicholas truly died in that storm. I am a changed man, a married man. I live quietly in this house, painting things that my wife adores. I retired. Ask. I'll tell you everything you want to know. No more secrets. None of them matter anymore. I wanted more. Alone, Abba's landing is a meager prize. But if I could find a way to bring in Tanith, with a stake in both cities, you control all trade in Hughes Bay. But I hadn't. Velsa should have joined me at Maluk's path. After my death, she would lead the others back to Abba's landing. Zeira could scatter the guild before the Iron Wheel's arrival. But then Velsa retired and everything changed. Of course not. But had all gone according to plan, Zeira could have filtered the guild into Tanith, set up there while the Iron Wheel was chasing them here. And when I was Magnifica Falora's puppet in Abba's landing, Zeira would be mine in Tanith. Very well. We both know my part in what happened to the Thieves Guild. I won't beg for my life, if that's what you're expecting. If that's what Zeira wants from me. Truly? You will never hear from me again. I swear it upon the love I hold for my dear wife. This home, my wife, it's all I shall ever want. Thank you. I won't squander this.
I've little time for talk.
A coin to mention you in my...
Well, did Nicholas survive the storm? What happened? Is he... Landed on his feet, despite the betrayal and death he left behind? You can never really know someone, who they are inside. You helped restore the Thieves Guild, make it more than it once was. Of course, I trust your judgment. Now all the old business is put to rest. Let's go. We have a guild to run. There are heists to plan and merchant lords to rob. See you in the den.
Ah, my favorite customer. This one is at your beck.
Hey, you!